at you all the way from our dorm rooms to your conference rooms. Sabah, Lee, and Dan Tiemann here, two college students who are ready to talk to you guys about business and lifestyle from our personal experiences.
Each week we'll discuss about our lifestyle as college students as well as our tips and strategies starting in the business field. We'll bring on successful entrepreneurs in the millennial generation to share with us their journey and how they got started and where they're at now.
Our goal is to help you students, millennials, and entrepreneurs gain inspirational advice via our spontaneous conversations and meaningful guidance. Let's dive on in.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 7 of Dorm Rooms and Conference Rooms podcast. Today we're going to be talking about social media. Sabah, how are you doing today?
Doing great. So excited to talk about social media today. I'm excited. I've been on social media for years now, so I'm really excited to jump right on in.
Yeah, I mean, billions of people are on social media every day. I know Facebook alone has 1.71 billion users, but I'm going to give you guys a quick little outline of today's show. So we're going to be talking about Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Then we're going to hit on podcasting and blogging. We're really going to tell you guys how to use social media to be promoting your brand. So first off, like I said, Snapchat. Sabah, how do you use Snapchat for business?
Yeah, I love to use Snapchat nowadays. I feel like everybody should be on Snapchat because it's a really great way for other people to see what it is that you are doing on a daily basis, as well as things that you're doing like behind the scenes. So I know I like to use it for stuff that I am currently working on. If it's like sneak peeks, I like to put up pictures on my Snapchat so people get intrigued by things that I am working on, so that way they see what I am doing and then they snap me back. So that also helps you build a great relationship with the people that you have on your Snapchat also. And I believe like a lot of like businesses should be on Snapchat also because people like to see like what they're doing behind the scenes and stuff. And like personally, I like to see stuff like that also. So I feel like a lot of businesses should be on Snapchat also. And I feel like it's also like a great way to build your own personal brand and then just like a relationship with people. So that way people can see what it is that you're doing, if like you want to help other people or if they can help you also. So my Snapchat is Sabah with 2 H's 14, guys. So add me on Snapchat, I'll add you guys back, and I'll personally Snapchat you. Dan, what's yours?
So first off, my handle is just my last name. It's Tiemann. But I want to talk to you guys about how to, really use Snapchat in another manner as well. So for business purposes or for whatever you want to do it, when you post a good snap of your product, your service, or tell people what you're doing and getting your message out there to your Snapchat friends, go back and look at your story and see who watched your story and then reach out to them personally. Because when you reach out to them personally and through a Snapchat video or direct message to them, they'll start to like you. They'll see what's going on. They'll really enjoy that interaction, and you could see if they opened up that message. So if they opened up that message and didn't reply back, you could ask why, or you could see what's going on, and it's a really another way for people to reach out to you. My Snapchat, you can reach out to me. My Snapchat's Tiemann. I'll send you guys a message just like Sabah, personal message, or I'll direct message you or something like that, guys. I'd really love to connect. So next we're going to move on to Twitter. I like Twitter more than Sabah likes Twitter. I love posting quotes. I love shooting out a random tweet, things like that. So I mostly use Twitter right now just to promote my businesses. My Twitter handle is Daniel J. Tiemann. Connect with me there as well. So how I use Twitter for business purposes. I use Twitter to see what Gary Vaynerchuk's doing, what Brandon T. Adams is doing, what's going on with Lewis Howes. And I use it to see how the industries are changing. I use, hashtags to not only promote what I'm doing, but I search what the hashtag is. So I'm really big into sales and things like that. So I'll search what the hashtag sales, and I'll see what people are saying about sales, what's new in the industry. And it really keeps you ahead of the game by doing that. So really get on Twitter. You can really use it in a different manner that most people aren't using it for, but build a business around it. You see these companies that use Twitter and just put out, motivational tweets, and they have a couple million people following them. Like, before you know it, you could have that couple million people just by putting out good solid content on Twitter, good tweets, a good, picture or something like that with a good quote. Really get on Twitter. It's just another platform for you to reach people. And Twitter even has Twitter Live now. You can go live on Twitter and post a video. I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to be using it very shortly here to see how I can optimize Twitter in a new way. Sabah, let's hear about what you do with Twitter. If you do, business-wise, if you use it a little bit, or what you really do on Twitter.
Yeah, so I actually didn't have a Twitter until like a couple months ago. I don't know why, just Twitter. I just thought that's something I wouldn't really use, but I just recently got it. I'm not on it that much, but it's something that I really wanted to try out just because I personally feel like everybody who is building up their personal brand, or it's like if it's like a business they're working on or something, I feel like they all need to be on all social media platforms. So that's why I got my Twitter. I use it. If I use it, I think I use it more just to see what's going on news related wise, because I know a lot of people, if there's something going on in the news, people right away start tweeting about and stuff like that. So that's what I use it for the most. And for all you guys, if you guys don't have Twitters, I recommend that you guys get it or just at least try it out. That's something that I want to start using. So that's one of my 2017 goals also, is to start using Twitter more often. But yeah, definitely try it out, guys, if you guys haven't already. But I'm sure a lot of you guys are already on Twitter.
So next we're going to jump into Instagram. Instagram is a platform that until I really met Sabah, I usually just used it to scroll through pictures, like the picture, and go to the next one. Nothing really major, but, talking with Sabah, she really likes to make people step out of her comfort zone. You guys have already found that out if you've been listening to our podcast, but, Sabah really, she goes, Dan, do you use Instagram at all? I go, like I said, Sabah, I scroll through it. I hit like on a picture, and you made me step out of it. You made me start posting a motivational quote every day. I put something on Twitter or on Instagram every day, and it's just a quote of motivation. It's not really a picture of myself or anything like that, but it's a motivational quote that people love because I only do it once a day, so people wait around on their Instagram feeds to see that pop up. And that's their quote for the day. And, I have a lot of people that have messaged me or texted me saying, I love this. It's been getting me fired up to start my own businesses just from a simple quote. And, like I said before, I love quotes. Quotes are my favorite things. Always on this podcast, you guys hear me quoting different things. And that's because I just love a good quote. As weird as that sounds, a good quote really gets me fired up for the day. And, I started using Instagram to put out these pictures of motivational quotes. We took our business that we have here on Instagram as well. You can find that at dr_2_cr. So really connect with us on Instagram as well. We keep putting out motivational quotes there. We really want to get everyone interacted there. Sabah, talk about how you use Instagram because you use it a lot more than I do.
Yeah, I love Instagram. That's probably one of my favorite social media platforms to use. I personally really like it a lot just because nowadays, people like visuals rather than text. And Instagram, that's all what it's about. It's only visuals. It's about videos and stuff like that. And just recently, they created Instagram Live, so people can actually see what you're doing live on Instagram. So I'm on Instagram like all the time. So I just love that new feature about it. But for me, I'm like a fashionista, so I love to put up pictures about like myself, the things that I'm doing, just other stuff. And like what Dan mentioned, putting up motivational quotes, like that's actually really effective because I follow a lot of people who just put up quotes every day, and Dan's one of them, obviously, but I just love to see that on my newsfeed because it really motivates me each day to keep pushing and doing better than I was doing like the previous day. But a small thing that I like to do on Instagram just to gain more of a following and get more likes on your pictures is when you post something, use hashtags. Hashtags are a great way to gain more of a following and get people to see your posts. So instead of using hashtags on the actual post itself, put it on the comments because that way people will see your post and it won't look as spammy as you would like it to see because you see all those like hashtags on your actual post. But try it on the comments because that way you get the same amount of attraction as you would if you put it on the actual post. So next time if you post something on Snapchat, try it in the comment box because it works like 10 times better.
On Instagram. If you post something on Instagram,
yes, Instagram.
Put it in the comment box. It's alright, guys. We're human. We make mistakes, right? So now we're going to jump into blogging, guys. I love to blog. Sabah likes to blog. I'm not the best writer in the world. Sabah would be the first one to attest to that I've had her edited, a couple of my blogs. I have our friend Christina down in Florida edit a couple of my blogs just because I'm not the best writer in the world. I'm, straight up honest. I try at it, and I know over the course of time, just keep blogging, it's going to make me a better writer. But I post a blog every Monday on different topics, on just what's going on in my life, about something that really, touched a nerve with me It could be anything from, people's mindset to, something like how I help someone become an Amazon bestseller. So really, guys, I blog, I put the content out there because at the end of the day, it's as long as it's real, as long as it's good content, just put it out there. Put it out to the world to see so you can help build that personal brand that Sabah and I are all about. We want to help you guys build up your personal brand. That's our number one goal right now. So Sabah, let's talk about some of your blogs because you are way better at blogging than me. Like, you are by far, like, your writing skills are surpass me. I might be in college, but I think I write at about, an 8th grade level sometimes. So,
no.
Sabah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love to blog. I didn't really think about blogging actually until like maybe 6 months ago. I decided to start blogging just because I really wanted to store my thoughts somewhere else besides just like writing it down and not really putting it anywhere. So I think blogging is a really great way to put out knowledge that you have in your mind that you might want to store somewhere else or have other people learn from what you know about. And like blogging, it doesn't have to be just putting, like, it is about putting out content, but it's also about just putting your thoughts into one place. Because I know I love to read blogs that are like from the heart and what people think about all the time. And I know I do that a lot, as well as putting out different content that I learn about on a daily basis. So yeah, it also helps you become a better writer. So like, if you're scared about blogging, just do it anyways. Have someone proofread it. I still have people proofread my blog before I put it out, just because to make sure if I don't have any spelling errors or stuff like that. Dan, I read your blog sometimes before you put it out. So don't be scared if you're a bad writer. I mean, like, over time, you will get better at it. So just really create a blog. It's a great way to put out your content, and people will love to read about what it is that you're doing and the content that you put out as well.
Yeah, and you know what? We're going to jump into something else that I really love just doing right now, and it's podcasting, guys. I just love podcasting. I love being able to, sit behind my mic and really add value to you guys in some different way every single week. And podcasting is a great way to get your message out there because the earbuds are like, your voice is literally plugged into the ears of your listeners. So you can get your message out there, guys. Like, just get on podcasting. Just talk about something you love. Sabah and I love business and lifestyle. We love being able to promote people. That's truly what we like to do. And we want to help you guys do that. And one way to do it's podcasting, guys. Like, start a podcast show with by yourself or with somebody, an interview show. There's so many options, and it's really low cost to do. Sabah and I both bought about $50 mics. I used, a free recording software. I use free editing software, and it's really just a cheap way to get a message out there to people. And you guys should really start taking advantage of, Snapchat. Like, Sabah, how much do you like podcasting?
I love to podcast. I feel like a lot of people don't know how easy it really is, because people see these like nice mics and stuff like that. They're like, oh my gosh, it's probably like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it really isn't. Like, the podcast that we have set up right now, it's like well over like under $100. So it's like not that expensive to do either. And I just love to podcast just because it's also so easy for your listeners. Like, a lot of people, they might not have time to sit down and read a blog or watch a video or something, but people always have time to listen to something, whether it is if they're on their way to work, at the gym, like during lunch. I know I listen to podcasts when I work out at the gym just because it motivates me. For one, like when I'm working out, I can lift more weights or whatever it is. Like, podcasting is just so easy to do, and it's so easy for your listeners to listen to. Yeah,
guys, instead of 5, she starts listing 10s, big weights over here. Big, strong girl. So, yeah.
Yeah, 5'1".
Yeah, whatever. 5'1", little petite girl, lifts about 10 pounds. Yeah, puts on that podcast. She's pumping out 20s. So, guys, the last thing we're going to touch on here is Facebook. Facebook is literally revolutionizing before our eyes. You have Facebook Lives now. You're able to put a lot more content out there. People are building softwares on Facebook pages to make them look like landing pages for websites. Facebook Live is revolutionizing because I remember being a college student, being a millennial, that 10 years ago when Facebook started to really slowly build up its platforms, that I was in 8th grade, 7th grade, and, Facebook came out, and I heard about it, and these college kids and high school kids have it. Well, I wanted to be just like one of them. I created a Facebook, and it was a really simple platform then. There wasn't really much to it. I didn't really have any friends on Facebook, so I didn't know what to do with it besides play, Farmville or Bejeweled or something like that, just play some games on it. But Facebook has really revolutionized since then, and the future is now, guys. Like, get on the Facebook Lives. We just did a Smile Time, which is really cool. If you don't know what a Smile Time is, it's going to be a great way to interview people because it does a double screen up on a Facebook Live, so you could live interview somebody right on Facebook. So no one has to go anywhere but sign into their Facebook account to see you and whoever you're interviewing. Like, Facebook's awesome. I can't get enough of Facebook personally. That might be because I'm addicted to it. I don't really know. I just think that that's where a lot of businesses are going to be going these days, is going to Facebook. And you can already see it now with, having 1.71 billion active users on Facebook, that it's just immense what you can do. If you could impact, those 1 billion people out of that, each one, you sell something out and each one gives you just $1, you have $1 billion, guys. Like, it's that simple to get on Facebook and start a business. You could literally start your business around Facebook. I mean, Sabah, I can't get enough of Facebook. I don't know about you.
But yeah, Facebook is also a great way to advertise your business. Use Facebook ads. I know sometimes they cost a lot, but sometimes they don't cost much at all. So that's a great way to utilize that for your business as well. And Dan, you mentioned Facebook Lives. That's something that I just recently started to do, and I love doing Facebook Lives, but just because they reach so much of an audience and you don't really know who is listening. If you put out your goals, your mission, whatever it is you're working on, you don't know who's listening, and that person might reach out to you and be like, hey, I love what you're doing. I'd love to help you, blah, blah, whatever it is. So that's also a great way to network with people, besides just putting those posts online on Facebook.
Yeah, did you know that with Facebook Live, it has the organic marketing of 135%? Like, that's insane. You don't have to spend $1 and you could have your business grow up to 135%, like just the marketing of it all. Like, that just blows my mind how much Facebook Live helps business now. And a lot of people aren't using Facebook Lives anymore. Like, they're just, or not anymore, but they're just not doing it for whatever reason. And you just got to hit play. You got to put the content out there on your social media accounts. Like, that's so big. It's just getting the content out there in one way, hitting play, just doing it.
Yeah, but also going off of all this social media talk, you also still have to be really careful about what you put out, because a great quote from Aaron Burry is, don't say anything online that you wouldn't want plastered on a billboard with your face on it. So just obviously make sure what you put online, you would actually want it online, because once it's out there forever. So it's a great way to obviously advertise yourself, your businesses, but also still make sure what you put out there is on definite what you want out there, because it's going to be out there forever once you have it up there.
Yeah, no, and thanks to social media, that's how we've been promoting a lot of what we're doing, and that's how we're promoting also our accelerator program, guys. So what we talked about today is really just scratching the surface of how to start promoting your personal brand. And we're bringing a college accelerator to all the college students out there, and you can find that at livetogrind.com/college. This accelerator is going to be great, guys. We're really going to get in depth on Facebook Lives, how to really promote your brand using Snapchat, how to close a sale, things like that, just through social media accounts. Like I said, you can find that at livetogrind.com/college. You can find Sabah at sabahali.com. You can find myself at danieltieman.com. And connect with us at Snapchat also, guys. Our Snapchat handle is dr_2cr. Sabah, any last words?
Definitely connect with us, guys, on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. We'd love to connect with you guys. But definitely keep up with that social media. It's going to be evolving as years come by, but definitely reach out to us. But we will see you guys next time on Dorm Rooms to Conference Rooms.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Dorm Rooms Conference Room Podcast. Remember to subscribe. If you haven't joined our accelerator program yet, you can join at livetogrind.com/college. Seats are limited, so join today.